Well, it's finally here, our long-awaited exterior reveal of our mid-modern shadow project. As mentioned in previous videos, it was such a pleasure working with our client on this project, and the collaboration between the design team, the client, and the contractor were second to none as we've been able to come to the final completion of this amazing custom home here in Paradise Valley. There's a lot of exterior features that I want to cover today, and we'll probably break it into 4 or 5 sections, which include both the front yard and the backyard spaces. So the first thing that I want to illustrate is the curb appeal that was created within this front courtyard space. Now we had a low slung wall to be able to keep the home open to this community that are full of neighbors that are walking their pets, walking for exercise, or just getting out and talking to their neighbors. And so it provides a great entertaining space that illustrates a welcoming vibe that will allow our homeowner to be able to integrate into this community as quickly as possible. As we've covered in another video, we have 3 entrance spaces into the home that were designed specifically with the client in mind. The first would be the main entrance, which is a large pivot door that was put in place by our friends over at Elevation Windows and Doors. And then the rest of the package would be Sierra Pacific, which leads to an entrance directly into his office space, where we'll be spending time getting some of the work done that's necessary within his business endeavors. And then the third entrance goes directly to his bonus room, where we'll be spending a majority of his time, which gives him easy access to any visitors that might be coming to the property and enjoying good times with the homeowner. Some of the unique features that were added onto the project that really help to set this front courtyard space apart would be the additional gutter system that was integrated by our friends over at Twin City Metals that really helped to finish off the overall facade and allow for appropriate drainage to take place and provide extra precautions when it comes to any potential warranties that could arise in the future with the amount of water that typically will shed in this front courtyard space. Some of the subtle details that help to make up the modern palette within this home would be our Zen 24 stone that really help to create an accent and a different texture than the smooth elastomeric stucco finish that's found at the front entrance of the home. And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention some of the Kevany details that were stained in a walnut finish that really helped bring warmth to the space, as indicated directly above the entrance. So some of the design features that were necessary for this community was providing a ramp solution that would allow us to be able to get some of the lowered cars into the garage space. But really, as you enter into this community, we wanted something that would help this house stand apart from the rest. And we were able to accomplish this with an amazing design feature that Angela at LaBois Design in Idaho took care of for us, which is a mahogany finished, custom wood garage door with a dark smoked glass inset that literally stands on its own, of the first of its kind in this neighborhood. It ties in with the Kevany detail that we mentioned in the front patio, as that Kevany detail wraps around and leads us to the backyard, which we'll get to here shortly. Other details that came together so well during the design was the collaboration with our landscape team to be able to get this functional drains that sits directly at the drip line, but also helps to ensure that all water that resides on top of the roof will drain appropriately. So by far, one of the most amazing features of this community here at Mountain Shadows East is the walkability of the neighborhood. There's a green belt that runs around and in between all of the homes of all the residences that are here in this small community. And what this does is it really creates a sense of pride for the community, but also allows for neighbors to mingle and be able to peruse through the neighborhood as they see fit. And so there's a requirement on all these houses to make sure that you have access around each individual home. So given the nature of the walkability of the community, we wanted to make sure that there were multiple access points for our homeowner to be able to walk his dog whenever he saw fit. We also wanted to create a certain amount of privacy because of the amount of people that are walking through the community. A majority of his covered entertaining space includes his outdoor kitchen, some additional storage capacity behind here, but one of the keys was allowing the HOA to approve a 6-foot cinder block wall that helped him to create some privacy from the roadway and the community where most people are entering and exiting throughout the day. In doing so, it helped create this much more private feel that would be perfect for entertaining. Now, in a previous video, we talked about the dual functionality of the casita behind me. And this absolutely provides an opportunity to be able to entertain those that want to be outside and those that want to be inside, and be able to provide different temperature zones so that everyone can feel comfortable. No exterior entertaining would be complete without an exterior-interior bar space, as illustrated here in our previous videos. But this ultimately gets us to the locations where you could be able to relax in a spa-like setting with this raised wet edge spa detail that's clean and minimalistic in design, and is a focal point that draws you out into this space from the main interior living of the home. As we extend out into the pool area, we're met with multiple features in a very compact space that helps everyone draw their attention to the wonderful exterior living conditions that we have during this time of the year. The first that you will note is our fire feature that's located that helps to connect both the spa and the pool, and also this amazing breezeway that creates some space and distance between the house and those that are having fun enjoying the warm weather that the valley brings during this time of the season, but also provides a covered breezeway that gives access to our living room, but also to our primary suite, so that our homeowner can enjoy any of the outdoor activities regardless of where he's spending his time within his residence. A feature that's so important to have in exterior living space would be a sun deck, which we're able to integrate in to some of the ceiling details that are illustrated above us with the Kevany, which will stand the test of time, being an exterior rated product that's perfect for the heat and the harsh weather conditions that we deal with here in Paradise Valley. With all of the hardscape and the overall minimalistic design, it's nice to be able to get splashes of color with the landscape selections, including all the plantings, and a small area of turf that helps to separate the pool space from the Zen garden that's located directly behind me, that will eventually have a beautiful, luscious grain fill with this olive tree that will help as it continues to grow to create a structural and intriguing dynamic and additional shade as needed within the space. But by far, the most important feature to our homeowner was to ensure that he could be able to work on his golf game at any time throughout the year. Arizona, Scottsdale, and Paradise Valley are known for its great weather and for its golfing. And for that purpose, we were able to integrate a beautiful putting green Now, while it doesn't look like this putting green provides too much complexities, there was a lot of effort that went in to making sure that each hole was slightly different. Provides a property for straight putts as well as some challenging putts with some change in grading that took place around this hole, and a specifically challenging putt with a raise in grade right around this area that I'm told by the homeowner will help to up his golfing game as he goes out and hits the links. One of the things that I found absolutely intriguing was the small artificial turf location that's located by our sun deck has been being used for chipping practice up and over the gate to be able to get him onto his putting green. It also helps to create a more lush feel as you enter the property in from the common spaces that surround this unique home. Thanks for following along, and hope you have a great day.